Hanukkah for Glyndale Island, based on the series 14 episode Merry Misty Island, written by Christopher O'Shea.
One December morning, Ferdinand was tasked to take a special load of their trees for James to take across the island.
What a hullabaloo! What's with all the trees? We don't get this many in demand.
We have all these trees harvested for Christmas season. The shops need them to be ahead of the festive rush.
What's Christmas?
What he means is we don't celebrate Christmas on our island. The closest we have is Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights.
Oh, some of us celebrate that too, but we don't get invited to those. That barely gets enough attention.
Hold on, what are we talking about?
You want to know about Hanukkah?
Yes, please. Do you know about it?
Well, Hanukkah is an event that lasts for 8 days, which is celebrated by the Jewish community, which many families here, like Chief Reuben, are a part of. It has games, food, and it's for celebrating charity and doing what's right. Reuben used to celebrate with his family, but all his relations on this island have died over the years. It's just not the same without them. This would be his first Hanukkah without them.
I'm so sorry. Well, he doesn't have to worry. All of us and so do our family. And we'll make him feel as happy as his own family did.
As Thomas pulled local, he thought about how to get supplies for a Hanukkah festival.
First and foremost, it's a festival of lights. Where can we find some lights that Christian families wouldn't already need for Christmas?
Lady Hatt could arrange some shipments for us.
But, Bob, Lady Hatt's really got a lot on her plate compensating for engine repairs and recent crashes. I hate to annoy her.
Well, I know some friends at Farquhar who might have some lights.
And they got some, but it was only enough to fill one small box.
Dash told me about how they used to get goods and castaways on these beaches. So maybe we can get a ship to their beach. Excuse me, what's your name?
I'm Captain, good sir. Captain Agent Jordon, after the island zone Admiral, sir.
Ha! The captain of the Coast Guards. We need one boat to take a barge of decorations and food for Glyndale Island. The pack controller asked me to tell you.
Then Thomas went off to Ferdinand. He doesn't do much marshalling, with most of the trucks a smaller gauge than his own. With permission from the yard manager, Thomas took the engine to the docks.
Thomas? What are you doing here with that beaver?
It's Hanukkah season, James, and I'm making the less fortunate engines' lives better. It's what's called almsgiving.
Oh, if we're talking about generosity, then why doesn't he take my goods train? 2 new engines are on it, and are needed urgently.
Yes, please!
Well, if he really wants to...
Good to know. Happy winter holidays, you scruff! Ta-da!
Chief Reuben and Lady Hatt arrived on the island to look over a shipment ready for the mainland. When they got the scheduling checkbook, they saw a menorah standing in the logging centre office.
What is this for?
Oh! Is this the part where I say surprise?
Well, this is a surprise. Where did these decorations come from? Tinsel?
Douglas? What happened to Ferdinand?
Ugh, he was annoying Frankie at the electric junction. He wasn't listening to her directions. One thing led to another and he crashed right into Neville and the new diesels crashed.
New diesels? But James was to take them.
The blue Swedish fish, let me take them!
Thomas, is this your doing?
Well, It was a gift for Hanukkah. I wanted to make a Hanukkah celebration for the people of Glyndale. Captain has the decorations and the toys for the Marzi,
Do you mean mitzvah, Thomas?
Yes, and as a part of Almsgiving, I let Ferdinand have James's goods train, and I didn't want to bother you with everything that was going on with arrangements on the railway, the big accidents, and, all that stuff.
Lady Hatt looked at Thomas's guilty frown and put a hand on his buffer.
I see your intention, but sometimes when you try to put on someone else's holiday, sometimes you may get things wrong when you don't fully know someone's customs.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I just wanted Reuben to be happy. Christmas is such a fun time for us on Sodor, and I didn't want to leave people like him out.
It may have gone wrong the first time, but the season of Hanukkah is far from over. There are 8 days of the season. We can prepare a mitzvah on the final day together. Topham has got space now to do the odd paperwork, so I don't mind preparing a party for new friends.
After all, Thomas, at heart, you have aimed to prove what Hanukkah is all about.
Reuben got out the menorah and one candle.
Even in the darkest of times, we can find light, and you made a change for the better, no matter how many people did it before.
Thomas felt honoured, and he and his friends started work. While all of this was going on, the new diesels in question had been taken to the diesel works to be mended, which was ironic if you knew what they were bought for.
Ah, finally! Our works diesels are here. Makes my job easy.
Been a pleasure working with you too. Welcome to our works. My name's Norman, and my brother here, with the so admirable work ethic, is Dennis.
Oh, we're glad to be here. It is quite dirty here, though.
And it's a sign the engines work so hard. Right, Den?
Oh, yeah. Well, hello. My name is Den, and this is Dot.
Yes, sorry we're late, of course. We had some trouble with some pretty disorganized electric engines.
Was one of them light green?
Yes.
Ah, well that would be Frankie. My brother's Arian Bert told me she was in charge of her line to prepare for an inspection. Those youths are not worth blowing a fuse over. They are secluded to their line with their overhead wires.
Well, thank goodness.
Indeed. You will have a great time here with what we have in store. Your first in command will tell you all about it.
When the final day of Hanukkah finally came, some of the Sodor engines came with more of the Sodor visitors. They all had a wonderful time, and Thomas was happy to have learnt more about his Glyndale friends.
In that episode of Thomas Rewritten, the story was written by Christopher O'Shea, and Fantastic Mr. S was the script consultant. It starred megahedgehogx as Thomas, Mullins Studios as Dash and Hee-Haw, Galahad as Ferdinand, Jonathan Asiamah as Chief Reuben and Norman, Spilled Glen as Lady Hatt, Nick Starwind as Rocky, Mixed Traffic Studios as Douglas, Christopher O'Shea as James, Ferdinand's driver and Captain, The Railway Stories 123 as Dart, Nick TF89 as Den, Trey Terai as Thomas's driver, OvalFrankie as Diesel, Jordon as Dennis, and Whiskers as the narrator. Music was provided by Thomas Debbie MG, Norby Branch, Upside Down Music, Vivaldi, Paul Honey, and Johnny Pearson, and the sound effects were provided by GW Shunter and other miscellaneous sources. This has been a steam-powered cyborg production. The characters were owned by Wilbert, Christopher Audrey, Brittle Croft, David Mitten, Hit Entertainment, and Mattel.